they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give it on the inside. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Crosses the 35. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's Harden at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Saying. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on during the second half.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Might as well give it to him again. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll give it to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. He's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Takes a hit as he fires. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to throw, it's Sayed. Makes the grab. Turning it on. There he goes. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end of this defense moving forward.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Back to pass. It's Sayed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able...
It's a seam wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's sharp. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. LSU quick to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown LSU! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Sends it downfield. Makes a grab right down the middle. It's a running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Nussmeier. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Dura. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead, you've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They go to the ground. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Got the first down, looking for more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.